Well, now, if you can disappear for 91 days, and guess what? The results will shock you. What exactly do I mean by this point? Most of the people tend not to achieve some of the greatness in their lives. Why? Because they are always available. They're hanging around with people who are not improving their lives. People can even predict what you will do in the next thing. Like if somebody want to get so and so, be like, you know what? We know the pattern of that guy. He appears this at this particular moment. He does this, and like you're predictable. See, the most important thing that you can ever do or be in life is when you become a mystery. You are mysterious. You are an individual who cannot be actually be. You get what I'm saying? See, guess what? This is a continuation of a video I made some last time back when I talked about disappear for 91 days. And I know you might be like, okay, why 91 days? Why not 70? Why not 102? Why 91 days? Scientifically, 91 days have been proven to be very much effective. By the way, you remember this? We usually have three phases in life, yeah? In terms of time, when you want to build yourself a character, habit, and something, we usually have 21 days, okay? We have 61 days, and then we have 91 days, okay? When you embark on something, let's say you were to show up to a gym and practice each and every time and try to gain some muscles and appear attractive and what have you. If you go the first time, even if you do the gym from morning to evening, you know, you can never see the muscles growing. I mean, if say you are to cut weight, and you work from morning to evening, I'm telling you, of which I do not recommend anyway, you cannot see any change. Even if you do it tomorrow or even the next day, on the other day, you cannot see it. Actually, if you do it today, tomorrow you feel like you don't want to do it. For those who have ever been to gym, they can attest to what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, see, the first thing that you should focus on beating is the first 21 days. The first thing, for example, I always tell people this, yeah? If you want to work something towards budgeting and putting your house in order, if you have a problem with impulse buying, you're this kind of an individual, you get the money, you use it anyhowly. You see something, you just purchase it, even if you don't really need that particular thing. For the next 21 days, can you try to sort of, come up with a new person in terms of a behavior and how you respond to money? The 21 days, it is the hardest phase. This is the hardest phase. It's the hardest phase to achieve. This is when you feel like you want to give up. You feel like it's not worth it. You show up to yourself and look at the way you've not even cut your weight. You go to say you're on your weighing machine, you realize that you've only cut like 5 kgs or 2 kgs, and you feel like, oh my goodness, it's like I'm doing nothing. I still have my tummy, I still have my. You get what I'm saying? So it is good to understand that the first phase is the hardest phase. And what am I saying that you disappear for 91 days? Discontinue the pattern that you're having as of now. People know you as a spender. People know you hanging around with people who are not adding any value. Would you mind if you can disappear a little bit? Get yourself somewhere. Sit down and figure out what you need in life. For God's sake, I'm making this video at around 11th of October, of December. We are literally like 19 days away from clearing this year. And I know you wrote some resolutions, and you're about to get another new diary and write another new resolutions about 2025. Probably you ain't gonna achieve them because you're still having the same habit, the same character, hanging around with the same people. And by the way, for your information, right now as we speak, I'm gonna make a video about that. I'm planning to block and delete more than 65 people from my phone book because we are not helping each other. They aren't my enemies, yes, but we are not helping each other in this life. We are not growing each other emotionally, spiritually, socially, financially. So I mean, you get what I'm saying? Disappear for the next 91 days. Discontinue the things that you're doing. I was explaining something about the 21 days. If you can manage to hit the first 21 days, that is now you start developing a habit. You develop a habit. You see, the first time you do a thing that is extraordinary, something that you usually don't do it, the body responds be like, hey, by the way, when you go exercise, let's say you run, the next day you feel like, oh my goodness, you feel so painful. That is accumulation of lactic acid, you know and then what the body was simply telling you, hey, you know what? You did something that is not supposed to be done. You did something that I'm not used to yesterday. So it's basically telling you, hey, you know what? Just don't do it. Yeah. So you go ahead and do that. Now you sort of, get what? The body becomes accustomed to that kind of a new change and a new behavior. And that is exactly how you start growing yourself. So when I say disappear for the, by the way, have you ever tried, can you even try this, my dear friends and brothers and sisters? Can you disappear for only 91 days and embark on putting your finances in order? I told you there is some things. I'm going to explain the other phases, okay? I told you there's something called the fit-in expenses. Fit in expenses. This is the money that you use to make sure that you accommodate your friends. Yeah. And I gave you a very simple example. Say you guys usually go for a road trip, say every weekend or whatever. There's that place that you usually hang around with your friends just because you don't want to let them down and you're your friends. So you end up spending that money. It's called the fit in expenses. So if you were to shake it off, if it is a fit in expenses that is actually taking you to a networking where you're getting people, you're connecting with people, and in result, you can actually monetize that, knowing people. By the way, I always tell people, you can be so good at connecting with people, but you cannot monetize that aspect of you connecting with people. So the thing is, if you can actually take that money and dedicate it towards savings. By the way, there is a video cooking, and I'm gonna tell you something, how I magically saved 18,000. 18,000, that's like $180 or something of sort, like in a month. You'll be shocked. I was so shocked to realize that actually money can actually be saved. And that was some of the areas when I actually did a turning point. And I'm going to make that video anyway. So the point is, if you were to dedicate that small little account that you usually use it anyhow, you do so continuous. Let's say maybe you use that money for each and every day. You dedicate it for the next that 91 days. This is like 3 months. You tell me how much you're going to end up with. Now, here we are. After the first 21, this is now when you have yourself a habit. You're already getting yourself a habit. Okay? Now, if you're new clicking, by the time now you're clicking 61 days, a character is showing up. Okay, together. A character is showing up. It's showing up in the sense that you can now actually attribute yourself to, hey, you know what? I usually work out each and I can. Yes, you have not grown into it fully, but at least you can actually say, hey, you know what? This is what I do. And I've already the body. Actually, if you don't do it now, there's the body telling you, hey, there's something that you used to do. There's something that you usually do every day. You didn't do it, and something like that. Okay. Now, that is exactly what goes. By the now you're clocking the 91 days. Now, this is the 3 months. Yeah. 3 months. Now this is where the magic starts, because now here you have what we call a fully grown character. Okay, a fully grown character by now you clock 91 days. This is when now doing that what you say you're gonna do, it's effortless. For example, I'm not saying I am perfect as of now. I still learn each and every day. The way I'm making video right now, it is not the way I used to make video say 2 years ago. You can find like I could start a video like, hello, good morning, and I start again and again and again. But right now, if you just give me a camera, I see a camera, I say, hey, start the video. Okay, fine. Good morning. How are you doing today? This is Joseph now. See, today we're going to talk about, it's flawless. It's flawless. Like you become accustomed to that. You're so good at it. For example, that what you do right now, whether you're employed or you're running your own business, there's some of the things that you can even do them when you're closing your eyes because you're so flawless. It's so flawless. Like you understand them, you know every bit and there's something also because you've done that something continuously. And this message is actually can resonate well with young people. You find somebody at 25, at 22, at 23. You find this individual. If you are, do you know 1 year is enough to actually for you to, how can I say this? 1 year is enough for you to decide to learn a skill. Not even one, like two of them. If you were to dedicate like, let's say you are the slowest learner ever. You would dedicate just a single skill for 6 months. If you want to dedicate yourself learning about graphic design, all 6 months. The other month, 6 months, you learn something to do with, say, digital marketing, 6 months. See, by the end of the year, you have your top two skills. But of course, the one thing I always tell people is to get one skill that you're be good at it, be the best at it, and you're going to be making some cash out of it. Because remember one thing, we are paid based on our perceived value. So if you have value that is perceived well by people, of course, people will pay you more. Are we together? Now, by the time now you're clocking in the 91 days, you have already yourself a character. Discontinue this habit that you guys have. Flocking together with people who are not even helping you, be it either anything, nothing. And you think there you are. You're above 30 years old and you're telling us that you have 4 friends, 5 friends, 6 friends. Those are not your friends. Those are just people who are actually hanging around to keep you company as you head over to your destruction, as you head over to your dismay. Because you ain't gonna achieve something. See, when you're supposed to do is to encircle yourself, with people who have character, with people who are strategic, people who can help you in different things in one way or the other. That way is how you grow yourself anything. I'm gonna use now my own case scenario, what I did. I decided to disappear for 91 days. This is when you can actually be in your own house and people saying, hey, it's like you traveled. You've not traveled. Yeah, of course you did virtually to actually realizing yourself. You actually embarked on a journey to finding who is you. And let me tell you one secret. The greatest gift that God can ever give you is to identify who is you. Well, of course, when I say who is you, I don't mean in terms of your name, like what you are created for, or what is your purpose. What is that you're supposed to do in this world? Because we are 8 billion of us in this world, well, as of 2024. We, 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 we we were all created with something, and we were supposed to make this world a better place. Now, the point is this: the moment you get yourself, by the way, I don't know whether you're a believer or not, there's this concept of the law of attraction. For a believer, I do believe the other way around, not really that, but there is this concept of meditation. There is this concept of get yourself some time together. Most of you, they have not even gotten the time by themselves. You've tried something, didn't even work. You started another one immediately. You're in a marriage, it broken up, then you married immediately. You've not even, you are in a business, it failed, you started another one immediately. You didn't even get yourself a time with yourself and ask yourself, might I have been the problem, or what exactly happened? Was it the wrong idea? Was it the wrong location? Was it actually the problem? Was I the problem to the business or something of so? So when you bring all these concepts together, and you take yourself and ask yourself, for example, I was seated somewhere and I was asking myself, though this is a bit of personal information, I was asking myself, okay, fine, yeah, I'm a graduate, I have a degree, yeah, I can be employed and what, but the jobs are not there. What exactly can I do? What am I gifted at? What exactly can I offer to people? Because if I know I have solved people's problem, and of course they will pay me doing that, and that is exactly what you do. You embark on that, and when you embark on that, then luck, hard work, combination of all those things and blessings, they actually follow you, and you can be able to pursue that particular thing. So, my dear brothers and sisters, for the next 3 months of 2025, disappear for just 91 days. If it won't work for the next 91 days, make a video, call me, tell me, hey, Joseph, you lied to us, that can't work. I'm telling you, it will work tremendously. By the way, guys, as I finish up this, you guys, you're asking me, you're getting into my inbox asking me, hey, you know what, add us to your group, add me to your group. For now, the WhatsApp group is closed. I cannot add anybody because we are barely ending up the year, and this group that I had was actually for 2024. Another one is coming, God willing, if all goes by God's grace. So just hang around. If that opportunity will be open, of course I will share with you, but for now it is actually closed. And the reason why I'm actually bringing that on this particular video is because I was receiving some of the texts and inbox from the guys from that particular group. And some of them have actually screenshot, and they're telling me, hey, you know what, Joseph? Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful that for the first time I have seen 100,000. I've never seen it. I never thought that I myself, I can manage to save 100,000. I didn't even know what is to invest. I have like 400,000 saved in an MMF. I have this and this and this and that. And I would love to say this before you guys who are watching this video. I'm just a vessel. We give all the glory to God. I'm just a vessel who came here to share that information to help each other. And that's why I'm a truly subscriber to the understanding that we learn from each other, just like an iron sharpens another iron. And that is exactly what we do. And I do believe, that's why I always encourage you, leave a comment on the comment section. You might have something that I also can learn from it, because some of the videos that I make is actually a response of the question that you guys put it on the comment section. So go ahead and put your comment on the comment section. If it's an area that you need for clarification or more clarification, a video that I've ever made, or a video, or maybe this one, or something that you would like me to talk about, put it on the comment section. And don't forget to hit that like button. And if you'd like to get my services in one way or the other, my number is always on the description of this specific video. Grab it, shoot me a call, text me. Let's have a business. Let's have a talk. We can help each other. But don't forget, today's video, the clarion call, is about disappearing for 91 days. When I say disappearing, I don't mean like you go and close your doors and whatever, you go hibernation. Well, it can mean that way anyway, if you can self-sustain yourself, like in terms of eating and what have you. So you can disappear. People can actually see you, but you've disappeared socially, emotionally, whatever. You can just disappear. Disappear simply means disappear from what is predictable out of you. Hanging around unnecessarily, doing some other thing, just disappear from that character. Get yourself to a new hood and be able to learn new things. And by the time now you get out of from the other end, you'll actually gotten yourself a full individual who is unique, whole, and complete. And when you do that, I dare promise you that things will actually work tremendously for you as far as the growth is concerned. And that is good, Joseph speaking. If you're watching me for the first time, feel much welcome here. And here what we do, we subscribe. Why do we subscribe? Because I post a video each and every day, so you don't ever miss a good video of mine. For now, it's a goodbye. But don't forget, my booklets are still available. any booklet that you wish to get, MMF, bills, bonds, whatever, get that number, shoot me a call. Let's talk business. Well, so goodbye. See you in the next one.